Hey guys, good morning. How are you all doing today? I'm back, y'all. I'm back with another video because guess what? Guess where I am on my way to, y'all? To the doctor. I have to follow up from my episode earlier last month. When I was in the hospital, so I have to go see the heart doctor and my primary doctor, and I'm not looking forward to this morning, but I wanted to bring you all along with me and just have y'all just come with me so you know y'all can see kind of what we have to go through. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The thing that I'm like most not looking forward to is, and I think I say this all the time, or I have been saying it recently, is having to go through, saying whether or not I'm pregnant. And I just, going through that whole situation is just, I don't know, y'all. It's just it's the most. I don't even know what to call it. But what do y'all think? How do y'all feel about that? Like, do you all who are going through CP feel like when you go to the doctor, and it's just to say it's just a regular checkup or it's something unrelated to your pregnancy, do you feel that it's necessary to mention something about your pregnancy, or do you wait to get into talking with the doctor and dialoguing with the doctor, and then I guess if you feel it's necessary to talk about it, you talk about it? I don't know how that plays out, and I guess for me, I'm thinking about it because, if I'm having issues with my heart, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking he's going to want to prescribe something. And that's the part that scares me, So I'm just kind of torn. Just give me your opinion. Like, what do y'all think? Like, how would you handle it? What would you do if you were in that situation and you had to see? Now, here's the good part. My primary doctor, she knows from the very beginning what I've been going through as far as my pregnancy. Now, I haven't seen her in a good while. Like, it's been over a year since I've seen her because I've just been dealing with gynecologists. I haven't been dealing with my primary doctor because, it's only so much she could do. But she was very, supportive and things like that. So she doesn't know anything about, like, the babies on the sonogram, none of that. So it's going to be a long visit today. So I'm going to make sure that I jump back on and, I don't know. I don't want to record the conversation, but I'm going to try to give as much detail about the conversation as I can. But, yeah, so she's always been supportive. So I don't know. I'm going to ask her if I can get another sonogram or ultrasound, just to kind of, because the last place I went to get my ultrasound, the doctor pretty much told them, they have codes that they use and certain words that they use to tell the people that's going to actually do the exam to make it go away. And that's what my last doctor did that I was seeing. She basically was, she put on the paperwork to rule out pregnancy. And I know why she did that. But I had that conversation with you all in one of my other videos, so I don't want to get off into that. But that's neither here nor there. They can't stop what God is going to do, so, or is doing, so it really doesn't even matter. But just what we have to go through, I gotta come back and tell y'all so much about, just some, I don't even know what to say, what to call it, but I just got some story time for you guys, so just be looking forward to that. And I want to thank those who commented on the last video in terms of whether or not I should take the fluid pill or not, and whether or not it will harm my baby, because actually I have been taking it and I've been feeling better. Like, I can tell that the fluid pills actually bring my blood pressure down. And I just have to drink water with it when I take them. I kind of have to replenish so I don't get totally flushed out. So thank you to those who commented and gave me suggestions about the water, the infused water, and I forgot what she called it, guys. But it was one young lady who said something about drinking something. I can't remember what it was, but I'm going to try it. I told her I was going to try it. Please forgive me for not remembering. I don't have the best memory. But thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so much. You told me about the I could even put cucumbers and fruit and stuff in the water. You know how y'all do, how people do infused water and stuff like that because it'll help flush you out. I'm going to try it. So yeah, so I'm on my way, guys. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I'm going to try to keep the vlogs pretty short because y'all know I can go. I can talk. I love to talk. But I want to give some shout outs. I thought that would be fun because y'all like ride or die with me, and I really, really appreciate it. But I don't want to leave anybody out because I love all y'all so much. So if I don't know if I'm gonna say names or just say something so that you'll know who you are. But if I don't say or mention your name, please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head, because what I probably need to do is write names down. Because if I try to go off the top of my head, it wouldn't go over good. So, but I wanted to give a shout out to Rhonda. She has been so inspirational, and she has done a couple of videos on YouTube and just sharing her story. And I remember her last video, she went to get some results from I think she was expecting to have some kind of test done, and it just didn't work out for her. I don't want to tell her story because I don't want to tell it wrong, but I believe that was sort of the situation. But I just wanted to tell you, Rhonda, to continue to be encouraged. And I know that you are. You're very strong. But, it's always good to support one another, because sometimes we're not as strong as people think that we are, and we all need encouragement. So I wanted to, I'm sorry, y'all. These people are driving crazy. I just wanted to give Rhonda a shout out, and a shout out to, excuse me, Tori, and to my sister Gwen, to who else? To Tekla, you know who you are. To all of the ones that just encourage me to keep going. My sister Jamie. Who else? Karanda, Laura. Who else? All of my CP family. All of you guys. I'm gonna, like I said, please don't charge it to my head, y'all. I'm gonna write the names down next time, but I'm calling your name out because I just want you to know that you've made a big difference in making my video. When I make my videos, it's just really encouraging to hear from you guys. But y'all, I need y'all to I'm trying to get us together outside of YouTube and social media. Not outside of social media, but I'm trying to do something different. And I think I have what I want to do. Like I said, I was going to do a meet and greet. I'm still going to do that. But with my setback, with my health, I couldn't travel to Atlanta like I wanted to. But that's still going to happen. And so in the interim, what I'm doing is I'm going to be gathering some people together so that we can do a collab. I think I called it in my last vlog of a live chat, but it's like a collaboration. But since we can't all come together in person, I'm going to do it so we can do it over social media. But I also want you guys to be a part of it. So I'm brainstorming that and working that out. Y'all, don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to step out there and voice your opinion and, bring awareness to, what we're going through. I know it's not easy for everybody, and I know everybody's situation is different, and I'm definitely not insensitive to that, because it gets hard for me too, guys. I don't always have the support that I feel I should have from people that care about me and that I feel should be on my team. So, but I've met people who has nobody. They don't have anybody. So I want to be that support for them as much as I can. And so let's just continue to come together. Now, I had a friend of mine, I just mentioned her name, but I won't say it again because I don't know how comfortable she would be. But she texted me and made a suggestion that I asked if we could have somebody who has had their baby already to to talk about, how the experience was. And I've actually done that several times, but people are really private about, certain parts of their life when it comes to pregnancy and giving birth to their child, because you go through so much during the pregnancy. It's almost like when you have your baby, you don't want to be involved anymore. That's my perspective, and that's my thought. I could be completely wrong, but I don't really know why when women have their babies that have been critically pregnant, that they kind of just, I've not heard a story from our group or from anyone that has chatted with us and have had their babies since then. I've not really heard. I mean, maybe they've confided in other people and asked people not to share their story, and you have to respect that. But if you all know anybody that is open and willing to tell us about what the experience is like to give birth to their babies after being pregnant, for a very long time or a matter of years, as we all are, I would love to hear your story, and if not, it's okay. But I just wanted to reiterate that, put that back out there, since that was kind of brought to my attention from one of someone who supports me. So I think this vlog is going into 12 minutes, so I'm gonna get off, and when I get to my appointment, I will come back, and I look forward to talking to you all then. Okay, bye-bye. Hey everybody, I'm back. I just left my doctor's appointment. Y'all, hold on, let me hold on a second, guys. Hold on. You all are not going to believe what just happened. Oh crap, I'm going the wrong way. This sign says do not enter, y'all, but I'm about to enter, okay? Because I'm not turning around. Okay, so let me get right to it. I know y'all like, what? Okay, so this was my cardiologist appointment, right? So y'all know from the first video what I said about why I'm nervous about going to these, going to my doctor or whatever. So I get in there, and of course, I think I prayed. I'm sure I prayed, because I pray before every appointment, just asking God to guide my words and, give me what to say and, that sort of thing. And so I, got there, filled out the paperwork and everything. And you know how before you see the doctor, you go and you deal with the nurse. They take your blood pressure and get your weight and all that stuff. And ask you questions like, if you're allergic to anything, and, just kind of get your medical history. So, I'm just wondering, hold on guys, I'm trying to think before I do something. What's the best way? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so, I have another appointment, and I was just trying to decide what I was going to do. So anyway, so I went in there, and it was a young girl, very sweet girl. Her name is India. And so, she was asking me questions about my history and stuff, and why I was there, what was the nature of my visit and stuff like that. So I began to tell her about my episodes with, not being able to breathe and blah, 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 blah. So she's like, oh, okay. So she's putting stuff in the computer, and I cannot remember what question she asked me, but the question she asked me was the question that would determine whether or not I would have to mention something about the pregnancy. I think I don't know if she asked me if I was pregnant, or if that was a standard question, or some question prompted me to have to go into me being pregnant, right? Wow. Sorry, guys. This car just jumped out in front of me. So, oh God. I'm trying to say it to y'all the right way. So, anyway. So, to get right to it, she asked me a question. I can't remember what the question was, but it was something, the question pointed me to whether or not I had to say something. So, when she asked the question, I kind of sighed a little bit. I was like, here we go, right? So I said, I don't know if she asked me directly if I was pregnant or not. I think that might be a standard question that they ask you. And so I was like, okay. I said, I didn't want to bring this up or have to talk about this, and I really didn't. I said, but I guess I kind of have to. And so I said, I told her about the pregnancy, and that I said I'm currently pregnant. I gave it a short version of it. And I said, the pregnancy, I have not been medically cleared by doctors. I said, I have a rare pregnancy. I said, my body has very low HCG, little to no HCG. I just went into the whole spiel. Y'all already know. And I said, this is difficult because, of course, a lot of people don't believe me when I talk about it, or, let them know about my pregnancy. And I said most people haven't even heard of it before. Very humble. She was a young girl, too. She looked like she might have been, in her 20s. Very, very nice girl. I won't call her a girl. Young lady. Beautiful young lady. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, most people haven't heard of it. She's like, I've heard of it. She said, I've heard of people with that kind of pregnancy before. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. And it was funny because when I was talking to her, you know how you can tell when a person is genuinely listening to what you have to say versus them just being professional and being courteous? Because there's a difference between being courteous and respectful, which I appreciate too. But then there's a whole nother level when a person is genuinely interested in what you're saying. And I felt that from her. And so I'm long-winded and I can talk. I can go on because I'm a people person. I love people. I love conversation. And I love to talk. But I kept in mind, they have other patients. So, I'm just trying to get right to it. And she was like, yeah, I've heard of that before. And, so like I said, I told her my story. And she was just like, okay. And so, she didn't, say a whole lot about it. She was just like, okay. And so she was like, well, I'm going to have to give you an EKG. And she was just like telling me what to do. She was like, all you have to do is just lift your shirt. And, they put the little stickers on you and stuff. And I was just like, please excuse my pop belly. Because, of course, we have a baby bump. And she's like, you are fine. She's just like, and she was like, y'all, wait till I tell y'all this. She said, I don't know if you are a spiritual person. She was just like, I have something that I need to say to you. And I was like, okay. She said, I felt your energy when you first came in here. She's like, and God, I'm so bad with going back and repeating what other people say, but she was something. I'm not quote unquote. I'm not. I don't know if I'm quoting it exactly the way she said it, so I'm paraphrasing. She was like, I felt your energy when you came in, and she was like, I don't know what it is. She's like, about you, but she was like, I felt, a strong energy coming from you, and she was like, follow God. She said, whatever directions God gives you, obey what He says, and get all of your answers from God. And she said, make sure you do and obey what God tells you to do. And it could have been a little different. I'm just paraphrasing, but that's along the lines of what she said. And y'all, this girl, like, I know, y'all know how some people can say stuff and you just be like, but y'all, I'm telling you, this baby was so innocent. Like, you can tell that it came from a pure place. And it wasn't because it was something that I needed to hear. I mean, I'm not saying it because of that. I'm just saying it because that's honestly what I experienced. Like, the genuineness of her heart. Like, I know that was God. And I said, wow. When she said that, I was just like, wow. And I said, I'm not trying to. I said, can you repeat that? Like, can you say it? Do you mind saying it again just so I can remember? And y'all, when she repeated it, she said the exact same thing verbatim. She was like, listen to God, follow God. She was like, whatever instructions God gives. Oh, she said, get your answers from God. That's what she said. She said, get your answers from God, and whatever God tells you, that's what you follow. And make sure you are obedient to what He tells you. That's what she said. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, okay. I said, I received that. And I know that sounds cliche to say I received it, but I wanted her to know she was not off base. Like, I was just like, thank you. And I was like, I'm not going to cry. I said, I'm just going to say thank you for being obedient. Thank you. And y'all, she was so humble with it because she could have, that's kind of like risking her job. To be that interpersonal with another patient, you know what I'm saying? Or, whatever like that. But she was just like, no, you follow God. And I was just like, okay. Y'all, I'm going on the wrong, what am I doing? And, I'm just like, I'm just like, and then, y'all, this video getting long, I'm sorry. This is a new doctor that I'm seeing. My family goes to this doctor, right? And I was just like, I really hope I like this doctor because, these doctors these days, y'all, they some trash. I'm just going to keep it 100. These doctors are some trash. Especially, I don't know if it's the region that I'm in or whatever like that, but I have not had a good experience with coming across, new doctors. Maybe it's because of my situation, but they some trash. But anyway, so the doctor came in and we talked, and he was like, oh, so, you just came out the hospital, tell me what's going on, so he allowed me to talk. And he was like, you got a lot of things going on that you need to, get together. He was like, but the good thing is when you fix one thing, everything else can be fixed too. He said, that's a good thing. Your issues are fixable. And he was just like, you need to do this. And he was like, I believe you have sleep apnea also. So he was like, I'm going to send you in for a sleep study. And he was like, the one other concern that I have is like, he's like, your anemia is really, really bad. Like, I've suffered with anemia all my life. And he was just like, and I think that's contributing to the heart having to work so hard to pump blood, and you're having the palpitations and all of that because of your anemia. And I was like, okay. And, so we talked about some other things I had going on. So this is the part I want y'all to hear. He was like, I see the regimen that they gave you at the hospital for your blood pressure pills. He was like, but because your blood pressure is so out of control, I need to put you on another regimen. He said the regimen that they have you on isn't bad, but I need to tweak it a little bit. So y'all know in my mind, I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Because y'all know what I said about this medicine and taking this medicine and stuff like that. And so he was going through my paperwork. He was like, oh, so you're not pregnant. He was like, well, that's a good thing, you know? And I was just like, I said, okay. I was just like, okay. And I heard God say, hold your peace. Just hold your peace. Because you know me, I was ready to go in, right? I was like, okay. I said, so he, was telling me how my blood pressure, the way he wanted to put me on is just going to really help to control and keep my blood pressure down. Because I've never really had any medication that controlled my blood pressure, before. So I've had high blood pressure over a long period of time because no pills would really work. So I said, so he went on to tell me what he was going to do. And I said, can I ask you a question? I said, the pills that you're prescribing, I said, is it safe for women that are pregnant to take those pills? And he was like, not really. He was like, no, not all of them. I said, he's like, why are you planning on trying to get pregnant? And, something he asked me, was I planning on trying to get pregnant? And was I planning on being an egg donor or something like that? And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to become pregnant, right? Just kept it like that. And he was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, he said, well, the one you're taking now is good. He's like, your fluid pills are good. He said, there is one other one I want to add to what you're taking, and he said it's safe to take it if you're pregnant, and he said I'll just put you on that. Now I'm gonna tell you why I appreciated that, because he knows I'm 50 years old, first of all, and that I have all of these different situations going on in my body and things like that. But he never said, you trying to have a baby? You trying to get pregnant? What eggs you gonna donate? Like, he never judged me or made me feel like it was impossible for me to have a baby or get pregnant or whatever like that. Which, in my opinion, that's good bedside manner. Because he didn't give his opinion. He just respected what I said, and he accommodated me based on what my preference was. Nice doctor, really, really nice doctor. I really like him. Not because of what he did per se, but his energy and his demeanor was really nice. Like, he was really, really nice, And so, and I still say that same thing with my OB. Like, she's kind. She takes time to talk to me and hear what I have to say and conversate with me and stuff like that. She was fine, but she just don't believe I'm pregnant. And so that's where the issue lies with me and my other doctor. But that's a whole other subject. We're going to get into that later, because I still got to go see my primary doctor. So I may be seeing another new doctor for my pregnancy situation. But we'll get into that. So, he's putting me on. He said, keep taking what you're taking. Take the fluid pills, and I'm going to give you another, blood pressure pill that's safe to take, in pregnancy. And I appreciated that, and that made me feel so good, because I'm like, I feel like I can take my medicine without worrying about whether or not I'm gonna harm my baby. Now, when I get the medicine, guys, I'm gonna show you all what the name of the medications are that I take for my blood pressure. So, just in case any of you are dealing with high blood pressure and you need to be on a medication for it, I'm going to tell you what my medications are, so that you can ask your doctors if they can put you on these medicines, because it's safe to take when you're pregnant. So, it was a good visit. Excuse me, y'all. It was a good visit. Excuse me. So, he took care of some other things that I needed to have done. And he told me that I also needed to see a blood doctor. Hematologist, I think that's what you call it. Because he was like, you need infusions because your blood is so low and pills aren't working, so you need to get blood infusions. So that's why I have to see my primary, because my primary is going to have to refer me to blood specialist. So yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna go to my primary doctor, and once I come from my primary doctor, I'm gonna give y'all an update on how things went there. I typically don't have any issues with my primary doctor. Like I said, she always believed that I was pregnant, or she strongly believed that, yeah, because she said she felt kicks and all of that stuff. So anyway, I'll update you guys on that appointment shortly. So I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.